Some corporations have a pretty shitty way to handle a person who is dealing with pain after experiencing grief. I just came across on LinkedIn a person sharing a pretty vulnerable post of how they just experienced the loss of their daughter. And what they did at their job was they asked for a couple of months off because they experienced the loss of their daughter and they want to take some time off to grieve, to heal, and to process the fact that their daughter died. And you know what that job did? The job told them no. Reason why was we're too busy. We're too busy for you to take off the time that you need to process your pain of experiencing the death of your daughter in a healthy way. That is fucked up. And I'm not saying all corporations do that, because in my personal journey, when I experienced the loss of my father, my manager allowed me to take a couple months off to process the pain and to heal with it. My manager did that. The third party didn't do that. They told me I wasn't depressed enough to stay off. So they forced me to go back to work, which also forced me to make the decision I made to fully go into my business. But it sounds like a lot of jobs don't even do that. A lot of jobs just treat you as a number, as a cash cow, as you're just here to make us money. We don't really give a fuck about what you have going on. Oh, you're experiencing pain because someone close to you died? Here, we'll give you a couple of days off, but get right back to work. Get right back to making us money. And you see why there's a mental health crisis going on? Do you see like the way that you're handling people that supposedly are family that you care about? Like, that person deserves to process their pain. And they say they're now at a decision of whether or not they're going to go back to work or they're going to quit the job. It shouldn't be like that in my reality. Where's the empathy at? Where is the fucking empathy? But also, we've been so conditioned as a society that, oh, the best way to deal with pain is to numb it down. The best way to deal with pain is to not face it and not feel it, but keep yourself busy. Get right back to work. Go distract yourself with all these different things that these other corporations make money off of to distract you from actually processing the pain. And then the pain becomes unbearable and you come to the point that you want to potentially self-transition, right? This shit doesn't work. This shit doesn't fly. Shit needs to change. It's not even just with the grief aspect. You see so many people just being laid off out of nowhere, being told, oh yeah, we're gonna let you go, right? There's a lot of things around the corporate world. I'm not saying all corporations do that, but a lot of them do that you need to take a look at and stop treating people like they're just a number and see them that they're a human being having human moments, and sometimes they need a space to process their pain in a healthy way, so that way they can show up back to work and give you better output instead of them burning themselves out, instead of them numbing themselves down and now having all this pain going on inside of them. Let people grieve. Let people process the pain in a healthy way. Show some fucking empathy.